And I'm coming live in episode 139 of The Good Parts today to share with you a little bit about a mistake that I see most online marketers making right now. And it's a mistake that I made for a number of years. And I think if you're building a residual income via online marketing, in any sort of capacity, direct sales, affiliate marketing, network marketing, and your goal is to build a stable, long-lasting residual income, then the content in this live will be valuable for you. So I'd love to invite you to tune in, pay attention, and I'll do my best to make it quick and exciting and fun. Those are my intentions. I do also want to let you know that I'm testing out new streaming service. Yeah, thank you, Bill. I was just going to say, please comment below, because as you see, as you comment, you get to be in the stream with me with your comments. Like Bill Fever, he says, "Hi, Paul, well worth the wait." So isn't that cool? I'm actually kind of excited about that. For a long time, I've had the idea that content created together is better anyway. So I think it's so cool that everyone who comments below can actually be on the live with me, and there is no filter, so I don't know how to delete the comment. So please be kind, keep it positive, keep it uplifting. So let me go ahead and jump into the Amy said, okay, how am I going to do this and not get distracted? Amy says, "Love your new comment thread." Thank you so much, Amy. All right, so here's the thing. When I first got started online, actually, I didn't get started online. When I first got started in home business, I got introduced to the network marketing profession. And the strategy that I was taught when I first got started, and by the way, the reason I fell in love with that path was the idea of residual income. You know, to build an income that once it was built could continue to come into your life for months and years and even decades down the road, disconnecting your time from your money. So that's why I got sold on the path of network marketing at the time. And so I was ready to do whatever it was that they told me. And one of the things that they told me in the beginning was they would always say, "Paul, you know, this business is about relationships, and this business is about, you know, connecting with people that you know and showing them what we've got. So Paul, what you want to do is you want to make a list of everyone that you know, and then you want to show them the business. You want to show them the products, and that, Paul, will be the secret to your success." Thank you, Gregory Napier. Says, "I love watching and learning from you." I appreciate that so much. And shout out to Bryce, who also says hello. He says, "What is up? This is actually, you know what's cool about the comments is it's kind of like a break state. You know how like when you're watching videos and then they like zoom in and zoom out and there's all these cuts, it kind of like makes you pay attention. So that's kind of a little benefit of having the content on the screen, the comments on the screen. So hi, Ashley. Good to see you. So here's the thing. I did what they told me to do. I made the list of everyone that I knew. I gave invitations. I gathered some customers. I sponsored some team members. And then I got to a point where I was like, wait a minute, this is not working as well as I thought it was going to work. I wasn't making a lot of money despite having connected with a lot of people and given a lot of invitations. And I started to question what I had been told, and I started to look for another way to grow my business. And that's when I came on the internet and I started looking for answers. I was like, there's got to be a way to generate leads on the internet. You know, there's all these people in the world, probably a bunch of them who love residual income, and maybe I can connect with them and show them what I've got, and wouldn't that be great? And so I got introduced to the wonderful world of online marketing. Wonderful, tongue-in-cheek, because it is wonderful. And it's also terrible depending on who you're listening to and who you're following. And I'll give you just a quick example. In the online marketing space, there are people that will talk about the secret to success being you want to drive massive traffic to a page, you want to convert massive sales, and guess what? You're so busy working on your dream, you don't ever want to talk to anybody. You just want to pour them in, sign them up, and then just keep pouring more in, pouring more in, pouring more in. And if someone reaches their hand out and says, "Hey, I need some help," you just got to say, "Hey, no, this business is all about leverage. I don't have time to talk to you." And that was some of the messaging that you find occasionally in the online marketing space. So I went from one extreme to another. One extreme was the way you do this is you build relationships and you talk to people that you know, and then you sign them up. Which, by the way, one thing that I learned was that not everyone I had a relationship with wanted to build a business like I was building. That might have been helpful to know, when I first got started. Some of them, yes, but a lot of them, no. Like we had great relationships, but they weren't interested in what I was doing. Then I went to this other extreme where the internet's like, hey, no, relationships are dumb. Talking to people is stupid. Don't use the phone. That's dumb. I had a mentor one time that used to say, put down the phone and pick up the paycheck, indicating that, the way to do this is not through building relationships and forming connections. So there's like these two extremes. Well, now I've had over 14 years of experience growing residual income on the internet. I've done old school, I've done new school, and here's the realization that I have had. And feel free to disagree with me in the comments below. We've got Amy Starr Allen. She's got a lot of experience marketing online. She's here. So Amy, you can disagree with me. I'd love to hear your perspective on this. Gregory Napier, he's built, big network marketing downlines, relationship guy. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Here's just my perspective after doing this for a long time. Is I started to look at the masses of people that I've signed up. And when I say masses, I've signed up a lot of people. In one company, I sponsored over 400 people. That was the company that I became the #1 producer and earner in. It was a network marketing company. In another company, I signed up over 500. In another company, I signed up over 300. In another company, I signed up over 100. Like, I've signed up a lot of people over the years personally. And when I start looking at all of the people that I've signed up over the years and comparing that list to the list of people that are actively engaged and connected with me right now and are planted solid, I started to notice something. And what I noticed was that a lot of the people that are planted with me, that are helping me right now to have the most stable residual income business-wise that I've ever experienced in my entire life by far, when I start to look down the list of those names, I know most of them. We have a relationship. I know their name. They know my name. I love them. They love me. And most of them I met on the internet. So I didn't know them before. I came online and then I met them and we developed this connection. So the conclusion that Bryce says, stream looks laser sharp. Great sound too. Woo dang, you are hitting home with the engagement and personal connection aspect. Thank you so much, Bryce. Appreciate that. And Gregory says, I still believe that building relationships is still the best way. So here's my conclusion, is that my mentors in the early days, they were right, sort of. They were right in that it does seem that relationships do hold people together. It's like a glue where the more you know someone and the more you're on the same page, the more you want to stay together. They were wrong in the aspect of, hey, this group of people that is going to help you build a stable residual income, it's all your friends and family and it's the people that you know now. They were wrong in that aspect. And when I came on the internet and I started learning lead generation and driving traffic and converting sales, my early mentors were wrong in this way, I think, in that they used to tell me the internet is not the way to go. Because on the internet, you can't build relationships. You can't build close, intimate connections. Well, what I found is that was wrong. I've also learned that some of the mentors I had in the online marketing space where they're like, don't build personal relationships. There's not enough time. You got to do it. They were wrong. So it's like there's these little bits and pieces of rightness everywhere. And if I can, I want to boil it down to what it comes down to for me right now at this point in my career is that if I want to have a stable long-term residual income, relationships are important. Now, does that mean those relationships have to be with people that I already know? No. I can use the internet to find new relationships, to sort and sift and find my peeps. And so can you. Your peeps, my peeps. We've all got peeps out there. My wife had a cousin that was into music, and he used to have this funny song that was like, peeps in my back seat, peeps in my front seat. Anyway, our people, who are our people? They're out there. And so what I'm doing now in my business is I'm looking at my business from a different frame. And this brings me to the target marketing aspect. And this is another thing that I learned in online marketing is they were like, you got to target market. What is that? Target marketing is just knowing the group of people that you're targeting, and it's like, this is who I'm looking for. And usually what they'll do is they'll have you define it like, oh, I'm looking for network marketers, or oh, I'm looking for struggling online marketers, or oh, I'm looking for like whatever bucket of people that you're going to send your message to. And that does work. However, what I found is that it's missing a critical element. And that critical element is, what kind of people do you want to have in your life? Is the fact that someone's in network marketing, is that the only check? Is the fact that someone's an online marketer, is that the only check? For me, what I've discovered is, no, that can't be the only check. And the reason is because there are people that I've met through target marketing that were in my quote unquote target market who were unethical, who were not loyal, who were hurtful in some ways. And so as I'm looking at my future and the people that I'm looking for, and I'm asking myself, okay, who is my target market? It can't just be about this person is in this kind of a business and this person is in this kind of a business. For me, if I know that at some point I'm going to want to build relationships with these people that I'm committed to, at some point I want to serve them in a way that will help them. So that in my mind means that I'll probably be spending time with some of these people. It has to be more. There has to be more criteria for who it is you're looking for. Bill Fever says, I like what you are sharing today. I've always seen that relationships are critical to anything we do. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. Delroy from across the pond, hello. And Gregory, I'm trying to catch all these comments before they go, because this is the one downside to this comment system is once they're gone, they're gone. So Gregory Napier says, I'm looking for people who are looking for me. I love that phrase. If I will go on vacation with them, they could be a good fit for my business. There you go. So that's the key. That's the key, is when you're thinking about your target market, you want to do what Gregory just did, which is ask yourself, would I like to go on vacation with this person? Like, if you can build a business where you're surrounded by people who lift you up, if you can build a business where you're surrounded by people that pour into you as much as you pour into them, that uplift you as you're uplifting them, doesn't that sound like a much funner business to be a part of? To me, it absolutely does. And so as I'm looking off into my future for my people, I've added a few other criteria to who I'm looking for. And I'll just give you I'll give you my example. I was doing this morning. I'm looking for people who are positive. Number one, like, I don't want to be around negative people. I want to be around people who are positive. Look on the bright side of life. I want to be around people who are honest, who tell the truth. I want to be around people who are committed and loyal. I want to be around people who are growth-minded. I want to be around people who are service-oriented. And I want to be around people who are love-filled. And shout out to some of the people here today that are in my circle right now, because as I was making my list this morning and looking at the people that are around me right now, and I'm like, okay, who do I love? Like, in this group, those 6 criteria came from looking at you guys. I'm like, I want to be around more people like that. So for me, this is causing a huge shift in the way I'm looking at marketing my business, because it is allowing me to see that there may be other ways to grow my business than just like massive traffic, massive leads, massive email list, and all this kind of stuff. Like, yeah, that's all good. And I'm still going to use that, because we can serve people without them having to be in business with us, right? So I still like the leverage. I still like being able to reach a lot of people with a great message. But as far as people that I'm bringing into my inner circle, they have to meet a higher standard. And now that I'm very clear on what I'm looking for, I can know it when I see it. I can know where to look for it. I can ask myself different questions like, okay, where are these people located? They might not be in the places that I used to think they were in, because I wasn't as clear on who it was that I'm looking for. So I wanted to share this. It's valuable for me. I hope it's been valuable for you. Amy Star Allen says, looking for people just like me, same values and integrity, etc. Yes. Janine says, yes, thank you. Ashley says, that is the information that was missing from all of my previous endeavors, and I agree. Yes! Gregory Napier says, would you repeat those 6 things you are looking for to be in your business? Yeah, and this is specifically my inner circle. So what do I mean by my inner circle? My inner circle for me is people that join me in business that are on both of our subscription products. And the reason for that is because each customer that I have that owns both of our subscription products pays me $120 residual income. Would do the same for you if you're promoting the business that I'm promoting. And so what you can do is you can say, okay, what is my desired income goal? And then you can divide 120 into that. And then you can have a list of spaces. And this was something that I did in one of the businesses that I was in before. We had this they called it like a game board, where it was like, okay, if you fill out all these circles, there were 60 of them on a paper, and it was just a blank circle. If you fill all these out, you'll tap into all the profit share and you'll be making the big money. So I used to have this board I would look at with blank spaces, and I would know, like, okay, I want a person here, a person here, a person here. So in my business, like a spreadsheet, like here's my desired residual income goal. Here are the spaces. Here's who I already have. Who do I want to fill in for the rest of these? And these are going to be people that I'm working with closely, that I have a relationship with, that I may not know them when they join, but I like them and they like me. So we're going to build a relationship. We're actually going to work together. And so the criteria that I came up with for myself, Gregory, to repeat is honest, committed and loyal, growth-minded, love-filled, service-oriented, and positive. 6 criteria. So for everyone that I'm looking at being close to me with my personal referrals, those are the criteria that I'm looking for. So so those are my criteria. So anyway, that was my message today. I hope it's been of value to you. I want to encourage you to, whatever it is you're doing, go for your dreams, continue the path. Most of the lessons that you'll need, at least this has been my experience, most of the lessons that I needed to get from where I was to where I'm at now were picked up along the journey, and I'm still picking up the lessons. And that's one of the things that makes this type of a business so beautiful, is that not only can you grow an income that sustains you and helps some of your dreams come true, but you can grow as a person, you can help other people grow, and you can surround yourself with your ideal tribe, the people that you would want to go on vacation with. We have an event coming up. We call it Freedom Fest. I'd love to encourage you to check it out. You don't have to be in our company to attend. There's a virtual ticket available, hbafreedomfest.com. It's a charity event. All the proceeds beyond expense go to charity. They help feed hungry kids in the world. The reason that I brought this up is because I'm going to this event, and guess what? I'm freaking excited to go to the event. Why? Because of the people that are going to be there. Like our last couple of events, when I show up to this place, there's hugs, there's tears, there's handshakes, there's great conversation, there's transformation. There's this sense that we're like all on this great high vibration, enlightened journey together. And so, your tribe, like, who's your tribe? Who are you looking for? Like, that's who I'm looking for. I want more people like that. So anyway, I'm going to close this out. It's been perfect. It's been the perfect timing of this video. Thank you everyone for tuning in and commenting. I appreciate you guys. And if you're finding me for the first time and got value from this, and want more, I'd love to encourage you to subscribe to me on social media, wherever you're finding this at. The best way to stay connected to me is to visit my website, myfreedomfamily.com. You'll see the business model that I've been talking about in this live, if that's something that is of interest to you. And even if it's not, you'll be subscribed to my email list, and I do my best to send out the best ideas that have helped me to go from broke and struggling, living in a single wide trailer house, to financially free, mortgage paid off, investments, residual income, time freedom. I really want to do the best that I can to gather up the lessons and the ideas that were most fundamental and pivotal for me in going through that transformation. And I want to give that. I want to give that out in my email newsletter and in all the content that I create. So that's some of what you can expect if you do decide to visit myfreedomfamily.com, subscribe to my email list, and maybe check out the business model I mentioned to see if you might be in that elite category of people that I'm looking for. And I do mean that sincerely. So that's it. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for tuning in.